Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. We are going to talk about the PS5 Scalper situation in India. So India just recently had their PlayStation 5 launch. I think they were late to the party, but it seems like the people of India are uniting against scalpers, which this is going to be a pretty interesting story to read. Before we get into it, if you're not subscribed yet, why don't you go ahead and click that red subscription button. Let's go ahead and read. PS5 scalpers are having a hard time in India as gamers band together against them. So this caught my eye pretty good. So, we've all talked about how scalpers have just been ruining this next gen console launch. It's been a never-ending story. Every week we talk about how scalpers are gaming the system, literally taking consoles by the thousands, and people are still left in the dust without their PlayStation 5 consoles and other stuff like that. So let's read this article. It says, instead of falling prey to scalpers, those in the market for a PlayStation 5 in India are actively working with a major online marketplace to have ads taken down. So we've seen in the past, Creep Chief Notify, they have ads advertising, hey, make hundreds of dollars reselling and flipping PS5s, basically advertising membership into these scalper rings. So this is what it sounds like they're doing. They're taking these ads down that are encouraging scalping. As reported by IGN India, PS5 scalpers took to popular marketplace OLX to sell the consoles. However, users reported the ads en masse, forcing the website to take them down. Wow. So I guess there's like a Facebook market or an offer up something in India that people are posting and selling, that like they're selling PS5s, but they're buying an ad space for them. People are reporting any of these marked up consoles, any of these scalpers. They're literally en masse. Could you imagine if more people in the United States or even the UK took that and started reporting like on OfferUp all these bogus marked up consoles? Scalpers then came up with another trick. They listed the consoles with a regular price tag, only to quote potential buyers a higher price once contacted. Unfortunately for them, Indian buyers weren't having it. In fact, there's an entire subreddit dedicated to taking scalpers and scammers down, and it seems to be working wonders. So then they're over here trying to convince people, hey, here's my listing for the regular market price. They get in contact with the buyer. Then the buyer is going and saying, hey, you're going to pay this much. Oh, man. And you know what? I got to applaud the people from India, this subreddit that's dedicated to taking the scalpers and them down. Good job. I think right now we're starting to see the scalper craze go down just a little bit. I've been seeing prices of PlayStation 5s going down in price on some of these scalping sites, but there's not to say that they're not going to try to mark it up once you get into contact with them. But I think we're starting to slowly get into where the scalper hype, the scalper craze is starting to get down. But good for the country of India taking care of this. I could definitely appreciate and get behind an organized subreddit going against scalpers, exposing them, scamming them. Because let's be honest, we've been following this for quite some time. Not too long ago, Creep Chief Notify literally was bragging that they had bought over 2,000 PS5 consoles during one of the restocks. And we've been following all the trouble and all the issues that we've been seeing since September, since the pre-order days, where people are just doing scummy things, using scalper bots, using different ways and means of getting these consoles, and it's getting tiring for people. People are finally having up to it, so pretty good. Now, continuing on with this story, this says, interestingly, IGN revealed that some Indian retailers associated with Sony were also involved in price gouging the consoles. So, Indian retailers associated with Sony. I have not heard that. That's actually a first, and that's pretty downright scummy if it's an official retailer that's associated with Sony. Upon contacting Sony's local operations, the website was told that the company has already taken action against reported retailers and severed ties with some of them. So I have not heard that. This is actually my first peek into that. If that could you imagine if Best Buy was price gouging instead of doing the market suggested manufacturer's retail price for a console? So that's actually pretty interesting. I don't know how India's laws are as far as like retail and stuff like that for, I guess, mainstream market. I don't know what's the term, like a retail store, like a Best Buy or a Walmart or something like that. The equivalent over there. I don't know if they have any laws or anything that don't pertain to that, or if they were acting pretty scummy with that. But I would definitely have to look into that a lot more. Good thing that Sony cut ties and severed with them. They did make a statement. They've said, we have taken serious note of the feedback of our patrons that have been made on our social media handles and reportedly on other platforms. We sincerely expect that the third-party retail partners operate in compliance with the legal framework work of our country and follow ethical business practices. We have a zero-tolerance policy for any practices that are inconsistent to the aforesaid. We have taken steps as deemed appropriate and available with company, including but not limited to discontinuing our association with such channel partners. So, sounds like a pretty legal statement. That's good on Sony. And I'm glad that India, again, is being very proactive. So this was reported by IGN India, courtesy of PlayStationLifestyle.net. Again, it definitely seems like the scalpers and the scammers are starting to have a much harder time doing their tricks, doing their bag of tricks. But we're not completely out of the situation. We still have, at least I would predict, another 2 months of having to deal with people just buying these up. But I do see a light at the end of the tunnel. I could see, these things coming and being a little bit more restocked more often. Hopefully, like that's well wishing. That's hopeful thinking, wishful thinking. But man, India, good on y'all. I'm very interested in that. I bet you it's not as hard to get a PS5 over there now because gamers are banding together. So hopefully they get that thing unlocked. Hopefully the scalpers start scooting away. But yeah, can you imagine if people in the United States started doing that a lot more against scalpers? You know what? Bully the scalpers, right? That's what I gotta say. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Again, if you are not subscribed yet, click that red subscription button. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, peace out.